wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. That's one of those guys that I've never... It's like when women say Channing Tatum's like super good looking. Like I mean Matthew McConaughey sometimes, but women go crazy about that guy.
I think it's the accent.
Is that what it is? And maybe that laid back, cool, and probably his outstanding body.
Yeah, he's got a good body, and he has an accent, and it just sounds. And sometimes he is drop dead gorgeous.
No, really, but a lot of times, no.
Yeah,
not so
he
much.
He needs to have a lot of his face covered up, otherwise you see it and you don't like it.
Homie, dude, did you type in Tom Cruise hockey game? Something happened to Tom's face. It looks like it got stung by bees. Do you remember when we were like, I think I was showing you, or maybe this was just by myself, another Tom, and I'm like, I think that's a fake Tom. I think that's a lookalike, but it's really him now. He was at some hockey game. No, baseball game. It was a baseball game.
Oh, okay, well, let me look.
One of them, and he was there in the crowd, and the camera, they're like, Tom Cruise is here, and he was being all Tom Cruise-y and waving, but my God, I was like...
Ah!
Yeah, right?
You know who he's... Oh, my God.
Yeah, right?
Hold on. He looks like Norm Macdonald.
What if it has? It does. Look at that, dude. Dude, doesn't it look like he was taking a drink of soda at the baseball game and like 80 bees just stung his face?
Yeah, what's going on?
He probably just came from I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's just getting older, and that's what his face is doing.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one who thought so.
Oh, did somebody else say he looked just like Norm Macdonald?
Yeah, somebody put it on there.
It's weird, too, because... Tom Cruise has always been somewhat of a decent-looking guy. Like this is kind of my wheelhouse with the Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and he's always been. I know, but he's went downhill fast. He's like Colin Farrell. Like all of a sudden, it's just like, wait, I thought you were somewhat attractive, and now you're not.
Did he get done filming all 18 of his new Mission Impossibles, and he's like, screw it, I'm just gonna get fat now?
Maybe
it's kind of like or maybe he got the same plastic surgery that Zac Efron got. Remember when Zac Efron did that video and we're all like, what did you do to your face?
I liked when he was on Ellen, Zach, and said that about it. All of it said like,
stop looking at my body.
Yeah, I just wish
And then she pulled up his shirt.
I hope he's really trying hard to be like a very phenomenal actor.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know if he's going to be the Daniel Day-Lewis of
that he wants to be.
Right, I just don't think it will.
Yeah, probably not.
All right, so what are we doing here with we got JTX. It's 2 weeks away, and guess what? We have got Jackass done.
Yeah, my sister asked me yesterday. She was like, "Got everything done for JTX?" I was like, "Nope, no, we don't." And but I'm not panicking. You're panicking. And she was like, "I think it should probably be fine."
And don't worry, I'm not worried about you. Why are you so worried about it?
Yeah,
why'd you even bring it up?
Mind your business,
dude. Angie yesterday, she kept saying, she's like, "How am I getting there?" And I would go, "I don't care.
I don't care, Angie."
That's what I was saying. I go, Angie. I told you I don't want to talk about it, and she's like, "You brought it up," and I'm like, "I don't. I got so many other bigger fish to fry than worrying about how my wife will get there." Yeah. Even though I probably, it would have been nice 2 seconds to go, okay, well, I'm going to show up at this time. She's like, well, what time are you and Tanner going to get there? I'm like, well, I think from Wednesday on, we're just going to live at the Meyer Theater to get some stuff
probably.
Done. We got it all planned. It's really nice. We just got to build this now.
Yeah. It's like we got an IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
We got the Allen wrench.
COVID took a week out yesterday, or last week.
So that's cool.
But we got to talk about on Saturday's show. We got the guy, right?
Yes.
Bronson.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing a dating game during JTX. If you don't know what the Jake and Tanner experience is, you should.
Just go. It's not bad.
After we sold out the last JTX, we knew we had to do everything in our power to get more people there next time. So we opened up 2 nights of this year, October 22nd and 23rd. Tickets still available. Go get some. You're going to have a blast. It's us on stage doing a lot of fun stuff. You on stage doing some fun stuff. If you don't want to be on stage, that's cool too. Don't. Just hang out and drink some of our Jake and Tanner beer there. It'll be good. You're just hanging out and partying with us and like-minded people. So if you like us, you're going to like these people.
Yeah, probably.
Except, the one you're not. Yeah. You're not going to like.
We all know that guy or lady.
So on Friday we have Ash that's on taking stage. We got 3 guys lined up, which we should probably call them soon. They made sure, we said it like 100 times, but I want to
I just talked to the one where you're yesterday.
Okay, and he was all good.
And he was like, yeah, we're trying to get tickets. Where are we sitting? And I was like, you're sitting in a section that you can't buy tickets next to,
right?
Because you're special.
Yeah, you're special.
But he was super. He's still down.
And then we got Bronson, who's going to be. We're playing dating games. I don't know if I said that, but we're playing the dating games Friday and Saturday. Mm-hmm. And Saturday we're going to have the guy feature, where he is battling it out with 3 women, and one of those lucky women are going to, hopefully fall in love, and they have many babies and be happy together forever.
Yeah.
And that's Saturday. Now, Bronson, we got 2 chicks lined up now that are awesome. I'm really excited.
Yes.
We're still looking for the 3rd.
Yes.
And we're going to be going through the, what do you call them? The contendees? No. Contenders?
Well.
Contenders. We're going to go through the tenders soon. So
Candidates.
Get it?
Yeah. Like a can of dates?
Can you date? Canna dates. And we're playing the dating game. Oh, my God, we're brilliant.
I thought you were talking about the fruit, a can of dates.
Oh, no.
Like, you don't want to do that. Dates are terrible.
I love them.
What?
So, yeah, no, we're looking for one other girl.
One lady.
To be hanging out on stage and just to have some fun. And then, obviously, you could win a date with Bronson. Now, Bronson is featured on our Facebook. If you scroll down like a few pictures.
You know what? I'm going to go pin it.
Yeah, you go pin that.
I'll pin that to the top.
You go pin that right now.
Because you're going to be like, people are probably like, oh, Bronson, that sounds like somebody ugly.
Yeah, well, it does. It sounds like somebody that likes to hit cats.
Yeah, like, definitely.
But you know what? He really, once you see him, you're going to be like, oh, I do want him to hit my cat.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm doing?
Punch my kitty.
You get what we were doing there?
Yeah, I get it now. Okay.
Do you think it was funny?
I think so.
Right.
I liked it.
Cool.
So yeah, we pinned that guy up there.
Good. Go check it out. So if you are a lady, if you are female.
Yeah, because that's what he's into. We asked. I know, guys.
Nah, bummer. I get it. Go check it out, and just don't put on the messages like, "Hey, I'm interested." You got to message us directly, and also don't message for your friends. We don't have time to try to track people down, and then they say, "Wait, who nominated me?" Oh, I don't want no part of that. So if you want a piece of that Bronson pie,
yep,
that's just gross.
Or if you want Bronson to have a piece of your pie,
yeah, that too. Oh, I like what you did there.
Dude, we are in on these puns today.
Yeah, we is.
We are dialed in.
And so, and if you want to be on Brunson's pun, you see what you go to the Facebook and message us, and you're gonna get free tickets to the JTX too.
Yeah,
lucky bitches. Oh, I meant people, because that was actually. I feel bad now. Lucky bums. That's what I meant. That was the B word.
And if you want Bronson's bum,
if you want his lucky bum.
Yeah.
Anyway, go to our Facebook, The Jake and Tanner Show, and again, you're just a lot of fun to come hang out with us. And even if you just want free tickets and just be on stage, and you're already married, no, that's cool too. Whatever, yeah. Just be cool on stage, be entertaining on stage.
Yeah, don't let us know you're married. At least.
God, boy, wouldn't that be funny, though? And
it's
be like,
no, I just wanted the tickets. Be like, what? Yeah, it's just Kyle in a wig.
If you can. Do you know what Murphy should have done?
What?
He should have bought, like DMX did or whatever, bought out the first 15 rows of our JTX, so we're performing for nobody.
That was 50 Cent.
Yeah.
50 Cent bought it out for all the Ja Rule.
I love that beef. It's like such a
and it's not
1998
beef. It's like not even his beef. It's Eminem's beef, but just 50 Cent is just like, I'll get on board with this. I love 50 Cent.
All right, cool. Yeah, so go check out Bronson, and we need one more lady to be a part of this game. And just say hi, reach out on our Facebook. Remember, JTX, 2 weeks away. You got it. Please, if you're just pondering it, thinking about it, just do it. Because this is, as I'm going through, I was working on it this morning, and I'm just cracking up laughing. And at one point, all this stuff is not going to be funny to us because we've done it over and over again, and then we're going to be like, oh boy, we should start over. And then 2 days beforehand, we'll have a completely different one.
But I don't think we're going to do that this year.
I know, I hope not. I like it. It's a lot of fun.
I really hope not.
Text JTX to 71090, and you can get tickets that way. Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. I have, well... you know what we were supposed to do? Corporations, dirty little secrets.
We're going to get to it.
Big businesses, and they got some secrets. We can talk about that next. Also, what the hell is going on with the game yesterday? Could nobody make a field goal? Was that the thing?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
All right. I didn't either, but I just checked. I know on Facebook people were griping about Crosby or whatever.
But then they praised him at the end.
Yeah, thank God he made the last one out of the 100 he tried.
Yeah, it looks like it was a tied game. 22-22, which I'm trying to still figure out how they got to that score. It's not usually a score you get to.
Hey, do you really feel like winning another sports award?
Oh, God. Just how many?
I know.
How many do we even have room for another? That's a question that we should ask.
Let's not even talk about it.
There we go. This is as much as we can talk about it because we've been told by higher ups, like, guys, please stop winning sports award. You're making BJ and Bear mad.
Yeah, and you guys
are crying a lot.
Dude, that was the best, and I loved it. I loved it too because they were a little pissed.
Oh yeah, and rightfully.
Are you kidding? Especially if you heard what was submitted.
Yeah.
Submitted for people to listen to, and then at what they went, those are our sports guys.
Yeah, I like to believe it's like
Wisconsin Broadcasting Association who picked that. By the way,
it was like Carrie, and if we would have been there to accept our award instead of just having it shipped to us, they would have dumped a bunch of pig's blood on us because they all voted for us for a joke.
Yeah. All right. Hey, listen, more Jake and Tanner show. We'll do that big secret corporation crap next. Hang on. I can. I woke up today, speaking of sleep, at 1:20, and I'm like, I'm not going to go back to sleep until I got to the parking lot. Then I rolled into the parking lot, and I tilt my seat back. I didn't even lay back like this, where my sleep apnea always kicks in, like when I'm sitting back in a vehicle trying to like take a little snooze, just like I just lean the seat back. Yep. I didn't even do that. I leaned the seat back all the way and then turned on my side.
Oh, done that.
I'm like on my
like
side,
real comfy.
Yeah. All right. And then some dude pulled in. I forget his name, but he pulled in and he parked and he was in his vehicle far too long with his lights on it and running.
Yeah.
And maybe he was taking a nap too. And then I'm like, dude, I got to get in there. But I had to wait for him to get into the building because I didn't want to leave my car like I was doing something weird. Like, why was he in there for 10 minutes?
Yep.
Well, why is this guy in there? We're both taking naps.
Yeah, and the longer you sit in there, the weirder everything is getting.
Yeah.
You guys might as well have just hopped in each other's cars and napped for safety.
Have a real good nap.
Yep.
I thought about that. I thought about not sleeping in somebody else's car, but I always think somebody's going to peek in my window when I'm taking a nap.
And just lick your window.
Do you remember that one dude that was leaving rocks around here? It was terrifying.
I like that guy.
I was terrified of that man.
I like him because he was shirtless too, wasn't he?
Yeah, this is a shirtless guy and a very skinny guy, long greasy hair.
Yep.
And in the morning times, he loved coming in the morning, like around 3:00 in the morning, and leave
2:33
and leave rocks places. And then somebody walked out. And he gave him a rock and said, "This is the power or something. Do this to protect you from trolls or something." Then he walked away, and
I know I like him.
Yeah,
I asked such a cool guy.
I'm like, "Hey, dude, just on the lookout for that guy." And you're like, "I'm not scared of that guy." And I'm like, "I'm terrified of him." And you said, "Well, what's the difference between him and like the people that leave painted rocks for kids to find?"
Yeah, nothing. There ain't no difference, man. I thought when you were like, let's keep an eye out for him, I was like, to interview? Because I would love to interview him.
I don't think I thought there was an email that said we weren't supposed to talk about it.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, probably at that time we weren't. And the guy that was we thought was going to kill us, there was that guy too.
I'm so tired right now, man.
I'm doing fairly well today. But I might be overly tired. Like I might have hit that stage.
Sure.
Because I was up with Griffin from like 12:30 to 2. And then I got to lay down for like an extra hour. Yeah,
so you're on extra zombie mode.
Yeah.
It is a Jake and Tanner show. Remember the JTX 2 weeks away. 2 weeks! We just put a couple behind the scenes photos up on Facebook.
I seized that.
If you are getting it all excited or want to see some things that we got cooking, you can. It's go check out the Facebook. And just text JTX to 71090 if you're interested in getting tickets. So, this dude has done just about everything, so this does not surprise me that The Rock is a rapper now.
That actually does surprise me. Why is he rapping?
He's credited under the real name Dwayne Johnson on this.
I thought he'd tried rapping before.
Well, dude, he has a verse on like a pretty intense new song.
Does he really?
Tech Nine, do you know who that is?
I do.
Well, he's on that. Ooh! Rock! Oh, that's so crappy.
Yeah, that's not very good.
Rock! They say it in the background. Rock!
Yeah. That part's cringy.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yes. I bet.
I didn't like that. I usually like The Rock. Usually. But I didn't like that.
Why does that guy have his hands in everything?
I don't know. Maybe he's being smart and he's like, I can't be popular forever. I should try to make a ton of money right now while I am.
Man, I cannot wait. Or maybe it's already done. Is the Rock Kevin Hart thing gone away?
No.
Is the Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds thing gone away yet?
I believe so.
Okay, good.
That one feels like that one's more gone.
Good. That guy I'm just about done with. He's just on the verge of
being everywhere.
I'm talking Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, let's talk these large corporations. Juicy little secrets.
We're doing it.
I think so.
I can't wait.
I think we got some time. By the way, if you've ever worked at a place, we would love to know what your juicy little secret was. And this doesn't. You don't have to tell us the name of the place.
Just kind of like
what you do.
Yeah, what it is. Like if it's a clothing store, at least tell us that.
So, because in this video on TikTok, which nearly has like 1 million views, this woman shared her experience as a former employee at Hollister. Out of all places, she said that they used to hire two different types of employees, okay? One would stock in the back, and then one would be the model who helped customers.
So pretty and ugly.
Yep. During the interview process, to be the model, they would rate your appearance on a scale of 1 to 10. Dude, right?
But I get it.
Oh, yeah. Like, I do. Like, yeah, right.
Like, I understand where people would be like, that's discriminatory. But it's it's still the brand. You know what I mean? Like, the brand is, they want pretty people out front.
It's true. If that wasn't messed up enough, she also shared that the company would pick the skinniest, prettiest girl to work in the front of the store on Black Friday, and that girl would get paid more. That's bad.
Now that's the bad part.
That's the bad part right there.
See, you can't pay the pretties more because they're pretty. You got to pay uggos and pretties the same.
6923. What you just text about that rap song is exactly what I wanted to say that a couple different times during it, but I didn't.
Oh my God. Now that you said it, that's all it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here's another one. While working at McDonald's, this guy learned how much strategy goes into everything they sell. McDonald's straws are larger than regular straws because it allows more carbonation to hit your tongue. So it tricks you into thinking, I guess, the soda tastes better.
Oh.
Or it's different. In addition, the syrup in the Coca-Cola has more sugar in it.
Yep. I knew that.
They also shared the McDonald's grilled chicken is injected with salt and water mixture to help it moist and flavorful. Their ice cream machine is made from a whole whipping cream, and it's cleaned once a week. And Tyson makes their chicken nuggets, which is privately labeled.
That's pretty cool. At least it's a place we know instead of just being a random. Like, we don't know who makes their nuggets. It's like, well, at least we know it's Tyson.
Dude, there's so many horror stories. Have you ever watched the YouTube videos of
about
those things
Tyson?
Well, no, not just Tyson, but maybe, I guess, just how the chicken nuggets are made. You should watch that.
It's a puree.
Yeah, but they taste so wonderful.
It is.
71090, if you got, what are your secrets at? It doesn't even have to be a large corporation. I know I keep saying that, but no, yeah, just whatever. Where did you work and what do they do in that business? You're like, oh yeah, they probably wouldn't want people to know that. Here's somebody that used to work at Target, and she shared a very useful money-saving hack. What were you going to say?
Well, we have one. Is it early enough to say it?
We have one here,
yeah.
Or just in radio in general? Yeah, because that's a
massive one.
Yeah, I think have we stated it before?
I don't think we've ever said it just straight up. I think we've done the if you want to know our radio secret.
Yeah, you can say it because I don't even think it. Yeah, I don't even think it matters anymore.
It doesn't. Requests don't matter. If you call into a show and you're like, "Let me hear Spice Girls Wannabe," and they say like, "Oh yeah, I'll get that on for you," they don't do anything. The music's picked hours in advance.
I don't want to touch that, but They can't see our screens, can they?
I think they can see this one on you.
Can they? Let me go to Patreon. What we're talking about is...
Well, flip that one around.
Oh, yeah.
Here, let me switch it so you can...
Yeah, tell me if they can see this. If you go to our Patreon, you can see us live in the studio right now, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. We won't stay on this very long. But just text link, LINK, to 71090 to get access here into the studio.
Right here.
Oh, right there? Okay, yeah. So all of this, if we go to schedule, this is all music and
everything
commercials that are programmed into this for like an entire week. So this never gets changed. And in fact, we have somebody in the business called a music director. That's their job, to put music together and what time songs play and what songs play. So when you call and request a song, they get super mad if you delete it and just put in a song. Super mad.
Yeah, because...
So just FYI, yeah, those, and I don't even think, like, back in the day when we used to do that, call us and we'll tell you this radio secret, it was a bigger deal, but now everybody, you can just get any request you want, anything on your phone.
Why anybody... And there's still plenty of people who do it, but why the amount of people that are like, I listen to the radio because I love when I hear this song. And it's like, you can hear that song whenever you want. Whenever you want. You like that new Olivia Rodrigo song?
Cool.
Hop on Spotify. She's right there.
Uh-huh.
You can hear it with the F words and everything.
Yeah.
So
that Target hack, I guess Walmart and Amazon, all you got to do is go to guest services and show them proof, and they're going to change the price for you. That's just so much, though.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
I don't even go to guest services. If you just call over the person at the self-checkout and say, hey, this is how much it is at this website, they'll just change it for you.
Pro tip, pretty genius, I guess. She said that when Target sells Apple products with a $100 gift card, buy them because you can still price match and get the gift card as well.
Ooh. Naughty.
Hi, who's this?
Hey, good morning, guys. 3430.
Hi.
Hey, I heard of a Target hack. I think I heard it off TikTok. If you buy a Starbucks coffee, if you have a Starbucks in your Target, you buy a Starbucks coffee, you get free refills as long as you're shopping in Target.
I heard that, but it has to be just like a regular... It can't be like a super fancy Frappuccino or something. I thought it was just like hot tea and black coffee.
One more question. You guys were talking about how it's not fair that you pay a pretty girl more money at the front of house. What's the difference between hiring a cute bartender and paying her more to bring customers in?
It's true. Now we're saying that
Yeah. Well,
I get it. It sucks. It just, we live in this world right now where you can't do it. You know what I mean? But if you owned a business, wouldn't you want that?
But you should be allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird, but, like, you get it. If you're running a business or like that, you want the pretties in the front. I mean, it's why we have the pretties in the front and we throw the uggos in the back.
We're doing it with JTX. We're putting the uglies in the low lighting.
Yeah, where the heat doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because we want you to wear face masks.
Sure. Yeah. Which, by the way, you don't got to do that at JTX.
You guys are in radio, right? Because you're not pretty.
Well,
right?
no, listen
here.
Listen, we've had years and years ago, not at this company, but years ago at different companies that we've worked at, they've had to make sure our producers were pretty, so when we're on billboards, people will look at us.
So we need to put somebody else up there that's nice.
Here's this person that she was a cashier at Marshall's, and she revealed that they don't do anything if you shoplift.
Oh, that's interesting. I know that if a business was truthful, they would be like, if you're not going to buy it, steal it. Because they basically get to claim stolen goods twice on their taxes.
I guess she explained, right? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
what you just said. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
They get to claim stolen. So they claim right in the beginning of the year how much they believe they're going to lose, and then at the end of the year they get to claim exactly what they did lose.
Somebody just said I worked at Lowe's, and they literally training you if somebody is stealing to not chase them, so you can. So they're saying, yeah, you can steal. They say the reason they do that is for you could be putting the rest of the store in danger by confronting a shoplifter.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if you want to, because if somebody's going to steal like that, they're probably unhinged enough to bring a gun into Lowe's. We
got to get going here, but listen, Kohl's, remember we always talk about Kohl's and all the
deals?
The deals. An employee is trained to follow the yes you can policy, meaning that if a customer is fighting for a discount that's less than 50% off the original price of an item, you're supposed to just give it to them. So if you're wanting 49% off a full price item, the cashier should give it to you without calling a manager if you argue about it.
So can I finally get Mark Anthony clothes?
You get that purple shirt.
I can finally get that nice purple shirt
And
that he
those
sells.
Bar slacks.
Yeah, or whatever they are. I want some of his clothes, but damn, Mark Anthony, let them be on sale once in a while.
All they said Best Buy don't buy the protection plan because if you need to take an item back a year after you purchase it, they can return it and give you a gift card for the purchase price. If they tell you they can't honor a manufacturer warranty, they can. You just don't have to ask for a manager, apparently.
Oh.
Also revealed that buying a cell phone at Best Buy is way more expensive than buying it at a different store. Well, Best Buy, we don't even get to worry about it anymore, right?
No, they're still around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
also,
they still have Best
never
Buys.
buy HDMI cables from Best Buy because apparently they're always overpriced.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, HDMI cables, charging cables for your phone, horribly overpriced. Cases, man, don't buy cases at the phone store. Because I got a new phone this weekend, and they were like, "You want a case?" And I went and looked at them. I was like, $40 for just this little case? I can get that same case on Amazon.
I worked at Michael's, and the other day a lady walked right past us cashiers with 3 duffel bags full of ornaments and a chocolate fountain. All we could do was
And the chocolate fountain?
all we could do was ask her to pay, and when she started for the door, we just told her to never come back. What? Wait, what? And I got busted at 15?
Yeah, but that was Meyer. And you were stealing something stupid.
Guy was like, is that why I didn't get the producer gig? Because I'm an uggo? That's exactly right, guy.
That's why.
I mean, we can't say that, but yes, know
Yeah.
that for sure.
Well,
but
that's-
again, we're not saying that, but absolutely.
It's better than what he thought before. He thought he didn't get it because of his genitalia, which that is a horrible rumor.
No, that's
You got it.
that's hideous too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, that's bad. Don't start that rumor. The truth is that you're just too ugly.
They're just really hard to look at.
Yeah.
Your face is not digestible.
Nice.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're a nice guy. I like you. But,
I don't even know about that.
well, no, I understand. You know what? I get it.
Yeah.
But
Just keep sending us Cheez-Its, Kyle. And we'll keep you in mind.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
when we're on our, I mean, I think by 2028, we might be in the market for another one.
And take a look at JTX and what happened on Thursday. It was out on Friday, man. What a week. Last week sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Extra little week to have with the kids. And I know one day I'm going to miss it, but my God. Trying to keep those guys from not licking each other.
Oh, I'm
It's
sure that was
unbelievably
impossible.
difficult. Yeah. All right. Anyway, more Jake and Tanner show. Just a few minutes away. Hang on. Oh, there. Hi, how you doing? It's the Jake and Tanner show. I was going to say experience, but that's happening in 2 weeks. Man, I'm getting excited about it, but also, boy, can I not wait for it to be over.
Oh, my God.
be a lot of
October
fun.
24th is going to be my favorite day.
Probably.
Oh,
Lots of fun, though, when you're there. We opened it up 2 different nights, October 22nd and 23rd. Give you some choices this year. Mm-hmm. And, Meyer Theater, Green Bay. Thank you, Prospera, for big sponsors on that. You can get tickets right now. Text JTX to 71090. We were talking a little bit about the dating game earlier this morning that's happening on Friday with Ashley. Got 3 guys lined up battling out for her love. And then Saturday with Bronson. A girl dropped out, so we
got to find another lass.
a replacement for said girls. You got to fill the said girl's hole.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you got to
Ugh.
fill the girl hole.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, we need a girl to fill the girl hole.
And we'd love if you're looking for love, man, go check out Bronson and the messages on Facebook. Get free tickets too. So it looks like, I don't know if you saw this, you probably did, but that 70s show is going to have a spinoff on Netflix.
I did. I saw that, and I actually got excited because of who they need to be in it. Like this, because of the Red and Kitty are the focus.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, what else they got going on? That was definitely, I know Red's an actor and he's been in everything, but that's kind of his thing, right? Is being Red. I don't know his name besides Red.
It's something cool like Kirkwood.
Yeah. Well, they're making a 90s show from that 70s show, and it's going to be Donna and Eric's kid, who's like 15 or 6 or whatever now, around that age, to go live with their grandparents, who is Red and Kitty, and they're gonna live in Wisconsin or whatever, and they're gonna meet meet a. Oh man, I ended up getting the whole. Why didn't I do this? I recorded this and everything.
Oh
yeah, forgot about it.
The same old things. Joke! Woohoo! Yeah!
Yeah, what a good show.
Have you
It's so good.
such a good show. Have you done the math in your head yet? That 70s show started in like what, 1997?
Mm-hmm.
And it was based in 1977. I think this is where it started. So doing that 90s show, it's actually going to be farther to get back to the 90s than it was for them to go back to the 70s.
Dude, I can't do the math. There was a meme that messed with my mind again. If they were to make this now, it would be
Yeah.
Dude, it's they tried it with the 80s show. Do you remember that in 2002?
The 80s show? Yeah, that came out like right away. But that was a whole different thing.
Oh, it was? It
Like,
didn't have anything to do with anything?
I don't think it had anything to do with any of the original cast, which I knew like then. I was like, that's probably not going to work.
Well, I'll tell you, the reason that worked is because of those. It was an ensemble cast. Just like, dude, a lot of those shows that are ensemble cast are big. They usually, like Friends was one, that show that you liked with...
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
You got The Office, that is the same way.
where
Parks
there's
and
not
Rec,
just like
that's the same way.
one character. It's this group of people that really make it.
Yeah, you've Scrubs. All of those shows, it is at least 4 characters that you really care about.
So the show's going to take place in Wisconsin, 1995. Red and Kitty as grandparents. Their granddaughter, Leah, who is the daughter of Eric and Donna, will be visiting them for the summer while making new friends. Leah will be, quote, under a watchful eye of Kitty and the stern glare of Red. Because sex, drugs, and rock and roll never dies. It just changes clothes. I guess Netflix has ordered 10 episodes.
Oh, only 10? Man, what are they doing? That is like the new standard of season length. Is 10 episodes. It's annoying.
Tell you what, Netflix for me, they better get on something.
I know.
Like they don't have a thing that's like HBO's got Game of Thrones, and now they're going to be doing the prequel to that. Amazon Prime,
which nobody cared about.
Oh, is it on there right now?
No, the trailer came out though, and it only got like 11 million views in 24 hours, where the season 8 trailer got like 84 million. So people were just like, people were saying that they were upset that season 8 ended so badly.
I don't know, man. I loved it.
That even the House of the Dragons is suffering, and it's not even out yet.
Well,
I'm sure it'll do fine.
Yeah, probably. And then you got HBO with Lord of the Rings when that comes out. Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And then you have Hulu has great shows.
It does.
You got to watch why.
I'm
so
not
good. The
I can't
acting's
watch
so
it.
good.
Listen, I pay for Hulu, but I don't pay for the big Hulu. So I still get commercials. And it sucks watching things with commercials.
So tell me what Netflix has, though. What do they have that you're like, oh my God, cool, that the new season's coming out of whatever?
I'm super excited for Stranger Things if they'll ever get around to it. But other than that, not really anything. They got rid of the shows that I liked on there, like Daybreak and Santa Clarita Diet.
All right. Anyway, enough Netflix talk. Let's get to important things like Take from Jake and Tanner that happened last week. Let you know if Tanner won or lost, and that's going to tell you exactly how much we're going to be playing for when we play today, the real live version in the 8 a.m. hour. That's what happened a week ago. 160. Jake, shut up.
Yeah.
Past Jake. That was last week, Jake. That was COVID scared, Jake. I ain't COVID scared no more, Jake. Well, $160 we could be playing for when we play in the 8 o'clock hour. So an hour and a half tease or something like that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Which is industry standard.
Yep. Hey, fall is here. You can buy the limited edition Bud Light Seltzer Fall Flannel Variety Pack.
What is that?
Well, you can enjoy 4 flavors: maple pear, apple crisp, toasted marshmallow, and, of course, pumpkin spice.
I want to try the toasted marshmallow one.
You should.
Because I used to drink an energy drink that was marshmallow, and they discontinued it. So now, if I can drink that in the morning, I would be so happy.
It would go right along with you usually bring graham crackers in all the time.
I do,
Right in your front
because they're
pocket.
healthy.
They are. If you get the ones that have cinnamon on them.
Yeah.
The sugary stuff. What?
Nothing.
What were you going to say?
We're doing a read, and I don't want to derail it, but when I found out that graham crackers were just you told me that they weren't healthy and they were just cookies. I got really sad.
Especially when you put frosting in them.
Because I was like, at night I would be like, oh, I don't want to eat too late, so I'd grab a pack of graham crackers and be like, they're just crackers, and then you're like, they're cookies, and I was like, oh no!
Yeah. Dude, that's like when I was eating peanuts. Peanuts.
Yeah.
I was eating a lot of peanuts. All the time.
How
peanuts.
much peanuts would you get?
Big, a huge thing of peanuts.
Oh God, just
Shove
a
it all
mouthful
in.
of peanuts.
I double fisting peanuts all day, man. No, I was, and I was like, well, I can have peanuts.
Yeah.
Just like when I was like, well, these healthy people eat peanut butter, so I'm like just scooping like shovelfuls of peanuts and butter in my face.
I did that the other day. I just took a big spoonful of peanut butter and I was licking it. And Kayla was just like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm on a diet. And she was like, what are you talking about, a diet?
All right, more Jake and Tanner show next. Oh, boy. Jake and Tanner experience 2 weeks away. We are excited.
Not nervous.
Now, I'm more... I
just want to get it done.
Yeah, I want to get it done, and when I'm tired, that's when I feel like I'm more nervous. When I'm my brain's kind of shutting down for the night, I'm like, oh, it's going to be awful. But then I get here in the morning, I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Text JTX to 71090. It's 2 weeks away. Tickets still available. We ended up doing 2 nights, which I don't know if we'll do again.
No, I would suggest we never do that again.
Probably not.
Especially after taking a year off.
Yeah, really. And so, but if you don't know what the JTX is, it's us having tons of fun at the Meyer Theater in Green Bay. You're going to be entertained for a couple hours. We hope that's the goal of that. And
either you're going to be like, wow, these guys put on a good show, or you'll be entertained because you'll be like, wow, these guys are way over their heads.
That's what Mandy said. It was right to our face. She's like, when you guys blow, it's still good. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? And she's like, well, no. She's like, I didn't mean
years ago.
Yeah, she's like, and she's like, I don't mean like. It's just when you guys suck on stage, it's okay because they know you're going to suck. And I'm like, Mandy, stop talking.
Mandy, what are you doing?
You're hurting our feelings.
Yeah, that didn't feel good.
So text JTX, do it. You should to 71090 and get some tickets.
Yeah.
Also, the dating game. We're still looking. We had a girl that bailed. She couldn't do it. Things got in the way, so we're looking for another girl for Saturday's show, October 23rd, to play the dating game to win the heart of Bronson. Now, Bronson, you can see him. Check him out. Single, good-looking guy. You can see him on Facebook. It would suck if I was like, he's married with 3 kids, but he's going to be...
but his moral compass is off, so...
And, go check it out. And then message us on Facebook if you're interested. Hold on. I collected a lot of saliva in my mouth right now as I was talking.
Can you swallow it?
Okay. That was a lot. That was a cupful.
Yeah. I need to, in my introduction, I want to see if this is something you would ever do and if you're upset that I'm doing it.
Oh. So you already know that I probably have a problem with it?
I think so.
Wait, you're doing? Oh, now I'm interested.
Yeah,
you want me to put audio up?
No. Like you're like when you're like, my name's Jake.
Oh yeah, okay, we can do that. But now I'm just curious about your thing.
Okay, you're Jake and I'm Tanner, and I signed up to be a volunteer at my kid's school for her Halloween party.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going. That's because this is first time dad stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's me and another dad too. I thought that was weird. Do I dress up?
Yeah, definitely. Or you're going to be You're going to be because I went as. When I went to the Halloween dance with my daughter, I went as a cowboy, and she's like, all you did was put on, you wore the same crap on a hat. and there was everybody, all the other dads were like, they did quite a
real thing.
Yeah, like they had a lot of makeup on, and here's the thing,
you just put on a hat. And people were probably like, great costume. And then they probably saw you like a few weeks later and be like, why is he wearing his cowboy costume?
Wait. Well, that's sad.
He's still wearing his cowboy costume.
Wait, though, you can be careful.
Okay.
Because you may start getting sucked in, and all these other moms are going to be like, well, Tanner loves doing this stuff. And then if you start doing this stuff, you don't want to be the dad that stops doing this stuff, or you're going to look like you're not part of the school and the community. You either are already out, you're 100% in or 100% out. But
crap.
No, this one is good for your first trial to get your feet wet.
Yeah.
Okay? And then
I don't want to dress up.
You probably should.
I know, and I already know what I'm going to go as. Harry Potter.
I love how you're like, I don't want to dress up, but yeah, I should dress up.
I already bought all of my costumes. And Kayla, V, and I already went and bought all of our costume because V wanted to be Hermione.
Sure.
And then Kayla's like, well, I want to get robes. And she spent $90 on Harry Potter robes. And then I was like, I guess me too.
I hated every minute of
that sentence. It's just like so much, dude. I spent so much money on Halloween costumes. Why didn't you warn me that Halloween costs so much,
dude? It's so bad. My kiddos, they'll right when Costco puts them out, they're like, they want to try them on and want everything.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
And Costco's not the place to try things
dude, no, you got to be under clothes in a
on.
rack.
Like, you have to do it. Like, you best be okay with your body, because if you want to try on something at Costco, you're doing it in front of everybody.
Dude, if I could change two things, one would be telling my wife just to go be a dentist. You know that one. And so I could not do things. And two is making it a thing every Halloween to make homemade costumes, because costumes are ridiculously expensive.
Yep.
And I hate buying them every year because they last like, God forbid they wear them the day before, because they will be ripped apart because they're cheaply made.
Yep.
So you're like, you got to tell them they can't wear them, and they're like $40 per costume. It's awful.
We had an issue last year with V, because we made a homemade costume, and then like a day beforehand, no, we didn't do that one. We decided against it. We had like 3 or 4 of them, and it was either that one, some tape, or another one, and we didn't.
Dude, just really quick, I don't want to show Jack this, but did I ever tell you this? Like how different of a time
Oh yeah,
it was back in the day. Can I say this story or no?
100%, because it wasn't you. Or was it you? I thought it was Jody.
It was my sister. This was Jody was born in 1970. So it was the first year with her.
So 1970.
There is a picture of my mom. They had a Halloween party, right? They had a Halloween party because at one point my parents were in their 20s or whatever, and they were partying.
Like drinking.
Yeah. My mom put blackface on and then covered Jody as a baby all in black. And I'm like, she went as, and I'm like, I looked at this, like when I found this, I go, Mom, you have to get rid of this. And she even said, she goes, I know, but it was just such a different time. I'm
Man,
like,
1970 felt like it wasn't. 1970 felt like that wasn't a different time. Like, I can almost guarantee 1970 was still pretty socially unacceptable to be in blackface.
But, I mean, you say things like this now, and it's completely...
It's way worse.
You couldn't... But back then, it's just like they were going to a party, and that's... And she probably won a prize. I mean,
to be honest, it was probably like best dressed.
It's so awful. Anyway, sorry, but that reminded me of that picture. Continue on.
Just
wanted to share my racist family. Jesus.
It was all Jody's idea. Just put it on her.
Yeah, she's the worst sister.
No, and then V had a meltdown the week beforehand because we bought her costume in September. And then we get to the week of, and now she doesn't like Paw Patrol anymore.
That's another thing. Yeah, you got to be careful on that.
So we got her costume, and I sat her down, and I was like, on October 31st, on Halloween, you are Hermione. I don't care if you don't want to be Hermione. You're either Hermione that day, or you're Vienna that day. But I will not buy you another one of these.
And then we live in a place where they get covered up with snow or coats anyway. You know what I mean?
Maybe not this year. It was 75 yesterday. I took the bike out.
So Piper, she's like, I want to be a mountain biker. And I'm like, my God. I go, that's wonderful.
You got it all already.
That's what I said. And she's like, yeah. And then she's like, maybe if we go to Quarry Ridge or whatever, we can just come home and I just wear this and then we go get candy. I'm like, dude, you're the best daughter ever. High five.
And if I was her, I'd be like, Ann, I get to ride my bike, and I don't have to walk around because I'm a mountain biker.
Mm-hmm.
What do we want to be? Does he want to be?
PC 19. Is it PC?
I don't know what you're saying.
Your kid's not watching Zorgo yet?
What the hell is that?
Oh, on YouTube, Chad Wild Clay? Is he? I don't know. Is he the one that he's always fighting and he's got the nunchucks and then there's his girlfriend and then there's another guy and they fight.
Oh, the really pretty guy with a beard?
Yeah.
He's got long, gorgeous hair, but then a beard, and it makes my downstairs feel weird.
Right. But anyway, he's
starting to watch that.
He's going as that dude, so we just ordered him a mask, and I'm down with that. It was easy, easy peasy this year, brother.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really great for you, not me. Well, Griffin's costume was all handmade, so that's good.
JT question from the text line.
JTX or just regular JT?
I think he's just asking us.
Okay.
2 of my 3 adjacent neighbors put in a fence a few years ago. I did not want a fence then, but since I had all the annoyance of a fence without the privacy, if I get my third side finished, do I have an obligation to the other neighbors? Do I have an obligation to the other neighbors? Say thank you, because your yard, 3/4 of it is already covered with their fences, and then you're just gonna make sure it doesn't match. That would be wonderful.
Buddy who did that, I was like, why didn't you just? That was a cheaper option anyway. No, because it's been a few years.
You know what I'd say? Either do that or just move. Because because that's just
too much work.
It's too much work and too close to neighbors if you got a fence in.
Yeah, I used to want a fence, but
dude,
my dog is good. Like I don't have to worry. Like usually you get a fence because you have a dog and you don't want him to run away, but like my dog's too fat to run away.
I say do this. This would be my suggestion.
Set the house on fire.
Chain link fence.
Chain link.
Just so it really doesn't match.
But like a 6-foot one. Like a tall chain link fence.
It's been a few years. You got no obligation, Lindsay says. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
When we come back, I wanted to just touch on what happened on Saturday morning.
Oh. I just don't like when
I said my ween.
Yeah, when we come back, I just want to touch on my ween.
I meant to say weekend.
Yeah,
I don't know why. How
about we do both?
Why did I say ween?
Yeah, ween on the brain.
All right. And what happened Saturday? I've never done something, and I experienced it for the very first time, and this is the sole reason I have a Squatty Potty on my way from Amazon.
Hell yeah!
It was the best. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. This one I don't think will ever get old.
No,
I like that one.
I like his cadence. Where is he at? Have they ever done a Where Is He Now?
Yeah, I think so.
Prison?
He's I don't know exactly what's going on with him, but
I bet you
he did not age well, and he's only like 25.
Oh, I bet you that guy's really good at taping GoPros to the toe of his shoe.
That's well, everybody's got to have a thing.
Everybody's got to have a thing.
Hey, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Jake and Tanner Experience, Meyer Theater, Green Bay, October 22nd and 23rd. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty of this now. 2 weeks away, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm super excited.
You know what sucks? Is that when we started planning this year's, I got so excited that we were planning it so early and sticking to it.
I know.
Because most of the time, it's like we plan it early and then we switch it up within 2 weeks. And then we're panicking for 2 weeks. But we haven't changed anything, and yet we're still panicking.
It's true. We did it. Well, what happened is we ditched
film
a bunch
something.
of stuff. Text JTX to 71090 and come and hang out with us and party with us 22nd and 23rd, or just one of those nights. It's the same show, different nights, just a couple different options. Text JTX 71090. So, Friday night, my buddy called me and he's like, "Hey man, I'm up in Marquette." And it's the last day for Marquette Mountain for the season for mountain biking. So we could do some downhill.
Ooh.
And I'm like, well, maybe I'm going to grab my tent, head up there Saturday morning, mountain bike all day with them, grab a burger and a beer, and then fall asleep and then wake up and come home. Okay?
Mm-mm. So how did that go?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. Okay? It was tons of fun. It was 11-minute ride on that lift low. So, dude, when we first
Alone or with him?
With him. So it was fine. A couple times it was with him. Sometimes it was alone. But it was, when we first got there, for an entire hour, we were the only ones on the mountain. And
that would have been great.
Yeah, it was.
Probably. I don't know how that works.
It was fun because you didn't have to wait in line. There was no line to get on the lift.
Man, never mind. I thought I had a grasp on what this was.
Let me help you. What's up, man?
Why the hell is there a line? You're outside.
Well, a lift. Like the lift takes you up the mountain, like a ski. It's at a ski resort.
Yeah.
And then in the summertime, for them to make money.
There's no line to go down?
Oh, no. Sometimes, if you got to, because you don't want to be right behind somebody.
Are there people like at a water slide that like, go?
No, not that. No. No, so anyway, what sucks is these damn hikers were looking at the leaves up in Marquette, so they were in the line with us. So it was just all awkward. It was like just a bunch of mountain bikers wearing their spandex.
And then some hikers.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so 11 minutes, 4 minutes down on one of these trails. That's a long downhill. It's 4 minutes down.
That feels just the most anxiety-ridden downhill experience. That sounds terrifying.
Dude, it's exhausting.
That's too long.
It's exhausting. You get down to the second half of this, that one trail, and you're like, oh, God, they could have ended it right here.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, once you're done with that trail, you're like, you're just breathing hard. And it's like, what did I do?
Yeah, wasn't I
just
going
hanging
down?
on.
It's not like I was going uphill. What's happening? There was a ski resort that had a lodge halfway down the mountain.
Yeah,
and
cool.
I thought that was brilliant. Because I could be like, man, I'm going to stop here.
So if you had to wait 10 minutes in line, sometimes longer, but
10?
Yeah, dude. So if you got to wait 10 minutes in
one
line,
chair?
11 minutes up, 21 minutes to do one ride.
I mean, if it's fun.
Well, we were there from 10 until 6, so you're just
8 hours?
Yeah, dude, I was dead. Couldn't even grip onto anything because I've hung onto those
I guess
bars
Marquette's so far away.
Yeah, well, that's what I decided, Well, anyway, why I'm glad it happened is not because of the mountain biking. That's fine. That was fun. Great. I did find out I want a remedy now, a new bike.
Can you sell the bike you have?
I want to, and I want to just get more of a downhill type bike.
The bike's got no hours or miles.
I know,
How do you measure?
Miles.
How do you even know how many miles your
You're
bike
supposed
has?
to have the bike computer or your watch or your Strava.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
But the reason why I love this, what happened, is because I got a squatty potty coming on the way.
Okay, yeah. Did you squat in the woods?
I never, ever have pooped not in a toilet. Okay?
Where did you have to poop?
All right, so check this out. I'm driving up to Marquette.
Okay.
Saturday morning.
Oh,
like,
you called me.
Yeah, like 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to wait until the highway's done and try. I thought it was going to take me through the small towns like it did the last time, like kind of going past all your places.
Which way did you go?
Well,
there were no toilets.
They took me on US 2 to 35, and US 2 has nothing.
I'm surprised you haven't stopped on US 2.
Dude.
I think I would have just soiled myself and dealt with it when I got there.
So I'm like, I'm going to take a drink of this coffee. This is where I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have started drinking my coffee. And I went, oh, Lord.
Ooh, a little downtown Buster Brown.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, all right, well, there is nothing. The next stop here is Escanaba. And I'm like, so I got a little ways, and I'm like, I go, okay, I got a pee low. So
you could swallow it.
I did. Well, I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over to pee and to get rid of some of that pressure.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Well, I thought, and then it would, give some of the pressure from the other downstairs part.
What kind of sphincter muscle control do you have where you were going to be able to pee but not poop when you had to poop?
Oh, dude, yeah, you've had your loose knots for so many years. You don't even know what it's like to have a little bit of control.
See, I'm very concerned that I might have passed my loose balloon knot onto my son because he has his stools or his poops are kind of hard, but like it's not bothering him.
Sure.
So I'm like, oh no, does he have a big butthole? I don't even know how to diagnose this.
You gotta measure it, and then why do you even Google that?
Yeah, I can't Google it. People are gonna think I'm weird. Either way, didn't mean to show Jack. Go on.
No, it's good. Anyway, and so
you were able to do that, huh?
So I'm driving, and I'm like, I'm pulling over to the road. There's a dirt road, and I kind of whip us around, right? And so I start going pee, and then I hear cars coming, so I stop.
Oh! Ow!
Oh, yeah, and dude, it's like kinking off a hose. It has to go somewhere. It's like coming out my eyes and any other orifice. Like I'm like, oh, I hit pain, and then all of a sudden.
Where did you pee that these cars would have seen you?
Well, I don't know. I was kind of like right by the stop sign. So it was.
You're at a stop sign?
Well, it's a dirt road, homie. It's like this. Like, here's US.
You didn't walk away from the truck?
No, and then here's the dirt road, and I kind of swung it around here and just parked right there to pee because nobody's on US at 2 at 4 in the morning.
That is true, and if they are, they're looking to murder you.
They're looking for people that are peeing and pooping on the side of the road.
I guess I get it. I would have kinked and rolled under my car too.
Dude, so I'm just like, oh, okay, and then it started brewing once I stopped, and then I went. Decisions have to be made right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm jumping in my vehicle, and I'm going to try hitting a gas station.
You're going to soil that Tacoma.
Or I'm going to try hitting Escanaba. I go, this is not going to be a fun 30-minute ride.
Yeah.
This is going to be awful. Mm-hmm. And it is hitting me hard right now. And so I go, so I got my truck. I reversed it into the ditch area.
Okay.
I go behind the truck and hang on to the tailgate.
And just
and
push?
Squat.
Did you take your pants completely off?
No, but I'm like on a hill.
I know, but every time I do that, I always get pee-pee on my pants.
Okay, well, no, I didn't pee-pee. Again, I didn't have to,
every poo-poo time is pee-pee time.
Dude, listen, I was in a major rush, okay? I'll pee after okay. Anyway, so I do this. I hang out of the tailgate and I just go right there in the dirt road, right?
Yeah, and your knees are super bent.
It is the best bowel movement I've ever had because of the way the squatting was taking place. And right then, I ordered a squatty potty online. And Angie called me and she's like, hey, this is like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Did we get hacked?
She's like, did you order a squatty potty? I'm like, oh, yeah, I had to poop in a dirt road and it's wonderful. I suggest everybody to do this. If you're on the fence of getting a squatty potty, go find a dirt road and soil on it.
This is what you need to do. You need to set up, like I did, a pooping bathroom, okay? my pooping bathroom has a squatty potty.
Sure.
It has the taller oval toilet. Especially for men, you get the round toilet, your bits are going to touch the toilet, and you don't want that.
You're right.
You get a bidet, okay, to spray yourself clean.
Sure.
Have it near a shower, because
God.
sometimes it's not the best.
I'm so jealous of your butt.
Yeah,
your butt.
it gets pampered.
Yeah, your butt really gets pampered, man.
Sometimes I put a cucumber on it.
You should show your butt what other butts are like to make them know.
One time I did.
To know your butt, how good it has it.
One time I couldn't make it downstairs because I thought the cheek movement going down the stairs might have been too much.
Sure.
Because I don't ever have I could.
Yeah.
Mine is always I don't have to or I'm doing it now.
Sure.
And I was upstairs and I did it there and I was yelling from there and I was like, ugh! What is this? Kayla, give me your pregnancy bottle because you get that bottle for
Sure.
the thing. I was like, give me that. I need to scrub some dirty.
Dude. I know people are wondering how I cleaned up.
Yeah. Sock or you just didn't? Or is your bottom half like a dog's where it just kind of comes out a little?
No. I grabbed some just before this took place. I have napkins in my glove box. Okay. So I grabbed the napkins and I used that.
What did you do with them?
Okay.
Tell me the truth. Don't tell me what you think they want to know.
No, I swear to God, I did not leave it there. I'm like, I can't leave the napkins there. I actually had a garbage bag for camping, and I grabbed the garbage bag and I threw them in there and tied up and threw in the back of my truck, and it sailed out of my back of my truck at one point.
Oh,
I had it
no.
weighted down under the cooler.
Somebody is going to think it was. Somebody's going to be like, "Oh no, is there puppies in here?" And be like, "No, poop rags."
Subway napkins covered in feces.
No. Actually, if it's Subway napkins, they'll just be like, "Somebody wipe their face at Subway." And what was the? I don't want to get too gross, but
Yeah.
are we talking like a normal bowel movement?
Dude, it was wonderful.
No, I mean consistency wise.
Oh, I don't. Yeah,
It wasn't like a.
No, we're getting too
Do you
gross
think
now.
about it? Like, do
I
you
think
still
about I
think
can't
about
wait
it?
for the squatty potty.
When's it coming? Which size did you get?
I'll tell you this. That is how God intended that.
Look at the design of our colons. When you're just sitting,
Pinches that beast
it
off.
pinches your colon. It makes it harder to poop. You gotta do it. It's how dogs do it. It's how we should too.
I just tell you. Never done that before. Never been put, and it was wonderful. It was a great experience. Again, dirt road pooping. Everybody should try it at least once.
Well, that or just go get a squatty potty.
Or that.
That's what I would suggest.
But also, I never felt more free.
It's like you didn't even have to do anything.
It's
And you're
wonderful.
already a quick pooper.
Oh, I was real quick then too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm proud of you, bud, for doing that.
All right. Okay. Lots of fun today. I hope people learned a lesson today.
Yeah.
On the way. More things to get to. We do have money. We're giving away $160 in the take from Jake and Tanner. We'll be doing that in the 8 o'clock hour. Also, what do we got going on with this? What do we have here with, can you look that up? Because I think we're supposed to be saying
information.
Yeah, when is this taking place?
When is what taking place?
Today.
What is what?
9:10, 12:10, and 4:10 today.
For what?
You get a chance to qualify for a trip for two to Las Vegas to see Usher. And on New Year's Eve with Katy Perry. Each qualifier also you're going to win tickets to see Nelly at the Oshkosh Arena on December 17th and a variety of Bud Light Seltzer.
Oh, that's a good deal.
So that'll happen at 9:10. More Jake and Tanner show on the way next.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. Lots. All right, Jake and Tanner Experience 2 weeks away. You can get tickets right now, and they just look for the craptastic picture of Tanner and I. It's still up there, man.
Yeah, and like we said before, the new ones are better, but just barely.
And again, nothing to do with the photographers.
No, it's the choice of them.
It's the choice.
I shouldn't be able to see both your ears. I've said that before.
I'm like straight on going.
Dead on. Have you ever seen like a Simpsons character from the front? It's weird.
Go to 959kissfm.com, and even if you're not going to get tickets, just look how strange it is, because you're going to look at it's the on-air one of Jake and Tanner are live right now, and if you look at it, you're going to be like, something is off. What is it?
It looks as if...
I'm going to look at it.
I said this before. It looks like I farted and I'm waiting for my wife to smell it across the room. Like, that's the look I'm making. And, I can see both your ears, man.
Because they probably took one of my photos and then one of yours and smashed it together,
Yes.
right? Why that one?
I don't know.
Why? It's awful, and I don't have any earlobes. Freaked my kids out yesterday when I was showing them that I had no earlobes.
Yeah, that's a weird realization.
Yeah,
see?
So you can literally see my ears go directly into my head.
This is what I see. It's not right. It's not wrong.
Show the camera really
but
quick.
It's not right.
You could see, you can get access to our cameras. All you got to do is text LINK, L-I-N-K, to 71090. Let me tell you another thing to text. JTX to 71090, and you get all the information about the Jake and Tanner Experience. It'll be happening soon. Or go to 959kissfm.com and, look at my... Oh, dude, that's bad.
And you look good. There's nothing wrong with your face. Because your teeth are white. Your eyes are... Like, we can see your eyes. Your facial hair on point. Like, really, you look good in the photo. It's just the wrong angle, man.
Did you see the... I didn't realize that one of my ears has less of a lobe than the other one, and the other one doesn't have any lobe.
Oh, God.
But my left ear is like straight into my head.
It's negative lobe.
Negative lobe.
It has so
right.
little lobe that you almost get a lobe.
Right. So go check it out. 959kissfm.com. Also, you can check out our beer from Lionsdale there.
And you can check out that win a trip to Vegas.
Yes, that's happening. That's happening. Lots of cool stuff.
We got an app, apparently.
You got an app? We do?
Yeah.
A Jake and Tanner app?
No.
Oh. I'm so stupid.
So dumb.
I'm an idiot.
No.
We've asked.
Yeah.
Those are expensive, though, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, we've asked numerous times. Mm-hmm. But nope.
Well, if we do get an app, and they do, they'll probably take our name off it.
A nameless, it'll just have our faces on it. The last thing we want. We even said, like, hey, you don't even need to put pictures of us if you don't want to. You can just put our logo up there. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And they're just like, nah, your logo looks good.
So the Jake and Tanner Experience, 22nd and 23rd. We hope to see you there in a couple weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks away.
It's 2 weeks from now, a week before Halloween.
So the debate continues on here because David Chase is one of the latest directors.
David Chase.
Yeah, I think he did the Sopranos sequel.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Well, is David Chase the one? Well, anyway, he's the latest director that's mad that HBO. No. I don't know if he is. If I don't know. You'd have to look up who David Chase is. He's a director, though.
Okay, David Chase, known for creating The Sopranos.
Okay, well, he's mad that HBO is hitting HBO in theaters at the same time. He doesn't like that.
That was the deal this year.
I know.
Though, that was the deal.
I mean, I kind of get it with actors and directors not having their movies released in the theater. But will they? It's just that experience has changed. You know, it's. I think people go to theaters now for nostalgia, or if you're old dinosaurs like us.
Yeah, I bootlegged Venom 2 last night.
Right.
Because this is what I told Kayla. I was like, we can watch this in a crappy quality, filmed on somebody's iPhone 6. or we can go pay money to see it. And she was like, load it up.
Well, I mean, it's like
Because I don't
it
want
may
to
be
go to the
special.
theater
That's what
anymore.
I'm saying. It may be special for some people our age because it's our thing.
Like, there are some I want to go
Right.
see. If there's a Star Wars that's good on the big screen, any Marvel movie,
I
it's kind of
guess.
big on it's fun on the big screen because of the colors
But
and the
I
action.
feel like, yeah, I mean, I agree with that. But I feel like the younger generation, the movie theaters don't make sense as much as they make sense more to us. I mean, I feel like the quality of televisions and the size of TVs have just gotten bigger in people's living room.
Yeah, it's easier. It's just easier. Like when we bought, I paid $30 for V to watch a movie on Disney, one of the Disney movies, that came out with the premium access for $30, and I was like, I'll do this any day of the week because I would have spent $60 going to the movie theater with her, and now she can watch it. We can pause it.
Somebody just said, wait until VR and AR becomes even more practical because if Hollywood thinks they got problems now, give it a few years.
Oh, yeah, because when it gets to VR, you'll be able to sit down, like virtual reality.
Wait, there's movie theaters that are VRs? Because another thing that says, on occasion, I'll enter a VR movie theater with my Oculus VR, and it's like I'm right there.
Oh, yeah. So it's
I
on
got
the
it.
Oculus, and yeah, now you could sit in your bedroom
Yep.
on your bed, and it would feel like you're sitting in a movie theater.
Wait, somebody said I watched Terminator 2 on the moon with their Oculus?
Oh, yeah, you could sit on the moon, and then it would just be projected in the sky.
That's cool, man.
I know, I want to buy one of those Oculus so bad.
That's so cool. So wait a minute, you wear the goggles or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it's just like VR, like you're sitting on the moon and you're just watching it.
Yep.
Holy
And
cats.
it would look as if it was a massive screen. It wouldn't feel as if you're just looking at it right up on your eyes. You know, the better and better they get. Microsoft had those HoloLens where you would wear them all day, and they said people won't buy TVs anymore because you'll just project one on a wall.
I was just weird.
Mm-hmm.
Think about
Hey,
that.
good morning, guys.
When you go into somebody's house, eventually there will be no TVs. It'll be
it's
a
like-
blank wall.
It'll just be a wall where it's like, oh yeah, this isn't. We have HoloLens or the Apple AR glasses, and be like, we all have them, so everybody can just watch whatever they want.
What's up, 3430?
Hey, just for clarification's sake, you're saying that I should wait for the Jake and Tanner Experience to come out on the iPhone 5 so I can watch it at home?
The iPhone 5.
We don't
No.
record it.
Yeah, so stop.
So
This is a
Somebody else
live
could.
experience. This is staged
Yeah.
live. This isn't recorded and then we play it on screen.
you can't get pregnant through a phone.
Yeah, yeah. How are you going to get sexually harassed? How are we going to touch you through the phone?
Yeah. That's where they need to get AR. I feel like I'm being diddled.
Dude, I'm having a weird... That's weird, man. I remember going into... I went to a store and I could not, or I went to many stores trying to find a stand for flat screen TVs. Nobody made them at this time because people weren't getting them and put them right on the wall at this time. You'd get them and you'd put them on the stand. And some people still do that. Like ours is on a skinny stand.
Yeah, when I bought my first TV, I bought a special stand for it where I could mount it to the back of the stand.
That's what I mean. We couldn't find those anywhere. And now, because what they had was the entertainment centers.
Yeah.
You know, you put the TV
with
in the
square
box.
hole. And then
Dude,
you
we
take
rented-
the doors and you
We
and they'd
rented
have
a
those
house
stupid magnets.
that they built in a section in the living room where it sat back, and the big TV would go back there, so it was flat against it looked
wall.
like the wall, and it's like, oh boy.
I thought about doing that at my house, where I would sink the TV, even the flat screen, I'd sink it into the wall
Sure.
more. But then I thought, what if I get a bigger TV?
Yeah.
Like, what if I go bigger
You're
than
stuck with
65
that.
inches?
I remember going when Angie and I were this is how old I am. We were renting one of our houses when we moved to Traverse in Michigan, and the guy, I go, we have cell phones. I know there's a house phone hookup because he was asking. I'm like, but we
Yeah.
just have cell phones. He's like, okay, I guess that's okay. So I can get a hold of you then anytime. And I'm like, yeah, it's just like a house phone. We always have our cell phones on us.
Yeah.
But it was at this time that houses still came with phones.
You saw that TikTok I sent you.
Which
They
one?
do that on House Hunters now. These people were looking at houses on House Hunters, right? And it had a telephone jack, and the realtor was like, "This is a telephone jack." And a little blurb popped up on the TV that
Telling
said,
you what it is?
"In the late 20th century, people would buy phones and hook them up to this." And I was like, "F you, HGTV!
Oh, cool. That's what I want to do next.
Don't call it Don't call it the late 20th century."
You want to feel old. Let's do some of these. These are always fun. Well, if you want to feel old, we'll talk more about. Make us feel old, too. What did you just find out or something that happened to you? You're like, oh, my God, we're this old? We'll do all this next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, it's Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Jake and Tanner Experience, 2 weeks. Meyer Theater, thank you, Prospera, for being the big sponsor on that. And, yeah, we're getting excited. We're pumped. Text JTX to 71090 and get all the info. Or you can go to 959kissfm.com. There's always that, too. Come out and hang out and come party with us.
Yeah.
We're doing you want to kind of feel old. Somebody said, you're getting old when you see cartoons you grew up watching now on the Boomerang channel.
Yeah, it's the old cartoon channel. It's like, I was flipping through TV. I saw on TV what is the late night for Nickelodeon? It was
Nick at
Night. It was TV something. It wasn't just Nick at Night.
How long ago?
A while ago.
I don't know.
Either way, it had that 70s show, and I remember watching it when it came out, and I was like, "Why is that on TV Land?"
TV Land. It's weird too. Like when I would see Friends on TBS reruns, and that felt weird to me.
That felt weird. I started watching that Saved by the Bell because I don't know if you knew this. All of the seasons of Saved by the Bell are on Netflix.
I did not know that.
I didn't know it either. There was no big that made me feel bad that there was no big thing like when Seinfeld was coming to Netflix or when Friends went to HBO where people cared. I just saw it said new, and so I started watching that, and I was
did they have to mail them to you?
Yeah, I had them shipped to my house.
Which, by the way, if you don't know this, children, Netflix wasn't just a streaming. They would rent you DVDs.
Oh my God!
And then you would get them for however long you wanted them. Then you sent them back, and then they sent you another one. What was ever on your list, and it took like 3 days to get to you. It's amazing.
Kids will never understand the struggle of when you had Netflix, the DVDs, and then you were like, well, we can also use the stream. Why don't we hop on the stream quick and see what they're streaming on there? And it was all trash. It was Westerns you've never heard of. And then if it was like, I remember they had Family Guy on there, but it didn't have like Family Guy, here's all the seasons. It would be like, Family Guy, Volume 2, Disc 1. And like it would only have Disc 1 right there, and then you'd have to search for... They didn't even have... There was no rhyme or reason.
I remember my buddy having the streaming service, the box for it, because you had to get a box.
I was able to do mine on my Xbox, but yeah.
He got his own, and I'm like, what is that? And they're like, nothing, it's Netflix, but they got movies on there to stream. I'm like, wait, what? Like good movie? Like I didn't understand this concept.
Is that like a DVD chain? Is that like a 5-disc changer?
And he's like, no, you
just back of your car?
Pay it monthly, and we just got it because he's like, not really good movies, but sometimes there's every once in a while. I mean, I'm so old, I went to Family Video to rent House. Like I was renting the one disc at a time.
Well, me and my sister would get excited in the summer because in the summer is when they would release the complete seasons of shows. And we'd get excited because it's like, hey, Simpsons season this is coming out, and then the next week House season 2 is going to be on DVD, so we'll have to save up and go buy those. You want to know how old? This is what John Oliver said. TikTok is a place where you can feel old and know that you're not in charge anymore. Like you're not cool anymore. Because I was on TikTok.
I get that. I feel that.
I feel it hard.
Yeah.
I was on TikTok and some kid was like, look at this old radio. And it was one of those Pioneers. Remember the one that had the dolphins diving? He was like, look at this crappy old radio. And some dude was like, I don't know who you are, kid, but that was luxury back in the day. That was the best thing you could do is get one of those. Everybody did that.
So fun, man. That is a way to put that. To make nobody cares what you have to say anymore.
The world is not yours anymore. Now you're just living in it. Like you're not an influencer anymore. You're not hip on it anymore. You're just part of it. It sucks because I watch these TikToks and I used to feel like, oh, these are just teenagers, but now I'm looking and like, wait, that person's 25 and they are living a life I just don't know.
Another thing that makes me feel old is when you got to scroll down for your birthday oh my God, it's like
used to be a lot shorter.
Oh,
now
God.
It's like 2 swipes even for me to get to the end of the 90s.
Dude, like when I say 1980, It sounds so long ago. But it is, kind of.
They're calling it the late 20th century. You know how stupid that... Like, just so you know, our kids will probably see the year 2021 or 2100.
It's crazy.
Isn't that insane? Piper would only be 90 when that year hits.
Piper wanted to use me as a the topic for in history. She wanted you get to pick, and she's like, because you were born in the 1900s. I'm like, oh my dear God.
Yeah.
How old do you think I am?
Yeah. Can you stop? You're grounded. That's what you're grounded. Go to your.
Do you remember those? I guarantee you probably grew up with one. We didn't because we had no money, but I know some families did. Mm-hmm. And this is how I knew that if you had a little bit of money.
Ooh.
The glass, you had the stereo system in your living room next to your TV with the glass.
The glass doors?
You pop them, you push them, and they kind of pop them open.
Those stupid magnets with the two lines.
Yeah, dude, and they had the record player and the two cassettes and
my
huge speakers.
So my mom's, it's her husband now, but her boyfriend at the time had one of those. I don't know where it is now, but he had one of those when we moved into his house because he was like in his 20s or whatever. And I remember the record thing. And all me and my sister ever used the record thing was just slap paper on it and then put a marker and be like, look at these circles. They're perfect.
Dude, that man. You'd walk into somebody's house and they would put things like pictures on their speakers or whatever. They became furniture.
Everything. TVs.
And you could hook your TV up through it to watch, and you'd have
my first
crazy that then everything went. You don't want that. You don't want big. You want small and loud.
The first TV I remember having was wood. It was
the
like,
wood. Yeah, sure.
I don't even know how I can explain that to my kid. Is when we watch TV, it was made of wood. Like, doesn't that just feel old as hell?
Yeah.
It was wood. It was it was furniture. Like, you would buy it and you'd be like, we got to get these coffee tables because they match our wood TV.
Wood. Somebody said I was born in 84 and we were at a pizza ranch and my son saw a wagon and buggy. You know, they get pulled by horses or whatever, and asked if we had one of those growing up. Dude, I remember
go to your room. Again, you're grounded. That's just what you do to these kids.
Who was the dude? It was Otis's buddy at the radio station. And when he was around Otis, he would pick on us. Oh, Burns. Yeah. I asked him, I go, hey, when you... like radio back in the day, man, you could smoke in the studios and stuff, right? And he's like, how old do you think I am, man? Because when I got there, I was 32, so I felt like I'm still kind of young, and I didn't know. But I guess he was only like, he was probably in his 40s,
45, but like he wasn't smoking the studio, slapping secretary's ass old.
Oh yeah, then I'm looking at a picture here of Marty McFly and Doc Brown. That'll make you feel old. Or when what did Macaulay Culkin said, hey, you want to feel old? I'm 40. I just turned 40.
That doesn't do it for me.
Oh, yeah, you weren't Home Alone era.
I was, but like, he was older than me.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he is older than me. So, like, when I watched it, he was still older than me.
Well, it's just weird because that movie won't die. You know, so you're still watching it today.
Yeah. V even wanted to watch it the other day.
Show you a picture of this. Remember these bad boys?
Oh, God, yeah.
Those are computer speakers.
My dad asked the other day, he was like, where do I get some good computer speakers? I was like, I don't know, Circuit City? I don't even know if they sell them anymore.
I'm a Gen Xer, so I adapt to new technology like a millennial, but get angry about it like a boomer. I do, man. I'm right on the verge of like just hating. I don't understand the technology. And I get so frustrated sometimes with this phone.
We had a thing yesterday for Griffin's baptism. People came over to the house, and somebody asked me, like, hey, because I got a new phone, and it's got this thing on it right here. And they're like, what is that? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Because I used to be able to be like, oh, that's for this. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. And they're like, oh, I thought you kept up on technology. I just stopped, I guess. It's a weird thing.
And I think I told you when we were at IXX, I was like, eventually you're going to stop caring about that. And I go, and you knew. You were like, oh, I know like, eventually I will too. And I go, I wonder when that'll happen, because it frustrated me that you and Colton were excited about emojis that were coming on the phone. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, it was always I knew I would get rid of it. I didn't know. It just happens. That's the thing. You don't see it coming, but one day you just don't anymore.
I knew I was old when I saw Cyndi Lauper on the cover of AARP.
Listen, you guys are sleeping on AARP. Okay? The deals on there are amazing, and there's no minimum age limit. It says it's designed for 55 and up, but you can sign up for it anytime.
I'm reading this thing now that somebody asked, can someone explain this tweet to me, why it takes so long? I don't understand. What is Napster? Because underneath it says, on this day 15 years ago, my mom picked up the phone and interrupted a file at 96%. I've been downloading from Napster for 17 hours.
Nobody understands. Nobody understands what downloading things were in the late 90s, early 2000s. Do you remember when Microsoft would have the estimated time to download things? Sometimes it would say years. It would be like, oh, this will finish downloading in 2 years, 16 weeks, and they didn't know. Nobody knew. And do you know what I used to do? Things would download so slow. I would take my cursor and I'd put it a little bit away from the download bar so I could see in 10 minutes if it got any closer. That's what I would have to do.
Oh, yeah, dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I would do that. I sometimes still do that on downloading some things.
You do it, and by the time you get it up there, it's already done. It's like, oh, okay.
So here's another one. This is how old I am. Video games only worked on Channel 3.
Yeah, I remember you had...
a little switcher.
You had the box. It had to go through coax cable, and you would have to have the option 3. Do you want this to work on Channel 3 or Channel 4? And I don't know if anybody used Channel 4. I definitely wouldn't trust that person.
At the supermarket, this happened to somebody. They said the cashier asked me if I could see my ID for beer. And then he says, sure, and holds up his license. And the cashier said, okay, you're cool. I see the 1. And he goes, the 1? He goes, yeah, the 1 at the beginning of your birth year. Yeah. And he's like, oh, God. Dude, yeah, this might be too... I don't remember McDonald's having ashtrays in the restaurant.
I don't either.
Crazy.
I remember I saw a thing on TikTok. It's where I get most of my You Feel Old, because they do the what Taco Bell used to look like, and then they shows you the inside of Taco Bell with all those shapes and like dull colors. Sure. And I was like, oh... I remember when it looked like that. Like, I just remember going there and being excited because I'm going to get cinnamon twists.
Dude, this probably, I don't know if this will hit you. I got 2 different ones for you. The baby Lisa Kudrow was pregnant with Phoebe during Friends, season 4. So she was pregnant during season 4, okay? Yeah. Phoebe was. And they wrote it into the season or whatever.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. He just graduated. It's her son, obviously, and he just graduated college.
That doesn't do it for me because I didn't watch.
Were you School
live.
of Rock?
Yeah, I know School of Rock, okay, but I didn't watch it live or whatever.
Yes, those two are a couple. Those 2 little kids.
Yeah, one of them's in prison.
Really?
Yeah.
One of those 2?
No, not one of those 2. But I just saw another one where it was like, "Hey, remember this kid from School of Rock?" I think it was a guitar player, and it's like, "Here's his mugshot."
Here's a young guy saying, why is the save button on my MS Excel represented by a picture of a vending machine?
Oh, yeah.
But it's just a floppy disk.
It's a floppy disk. I said, I can't wait for people to ask, what is that symbol on the phone?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a handheld phone, and nobody has those anymore.
All right.
My in-laws still do. My in-laws still have a handset phone and an answering machine.
Yeah. Oh, so does mine. Mine has an answering machine. Yeah. Cordless phone, though.
They did get cordless now.
Okay.
But since my father-in-law's hearing is so bad, he has to sit next to it and have it on speaker.
There was a time not so long ago when we had to physically mail our funny videos to a television show and hope they chose to share it with viewers.
I can't believe that show is still running.
Is it still with Carlton?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, I can't believe it's still on because, yeah, you mail your That's what he used to say. Send your funny VHS to this address. You'd have to take a VHS tape, which, by the way, you jerks, it was a bit of plastic that I don't think anybody understood how they worked.
Here's Troy. Troy says, I'm only 35. I got my whole life ahead of me. Then he hears a sports broadcaster. Here comes the oldest player in the league. He's 32. It's a miracle. You're like, ah. Well, dude, like, why? The TV show I'm watching.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Why?
Is it any good?
It's really good. I'm telling you, you need to watch it.
Weird that you've never recommended it.
You need to watch it.
I'll watch that if you watch Good Place.
The girl, I did. The girl on there said to him, she was being mean to him and says, you're almost 40. When you hit 40, your biological, you can't create really healthy offspring anymore. So women in the back of their head or subconscious are not as attracted to you.
Ow.
I know. And I'm like, that's my age right now.
Not even 40, and that hit me hard.
I think we talked, man, we got to go, but I think we talked about this a while ago. How is alarm clock still in the business? You can't buy, what do you need an alarm clock for?
I have one yet.
You do?
I do. It's my backup. Because for some reason I don't know if it's because my body's so used to hearing phones, but I don't wait. I have a hard time if I'm super tired waking up to a cell phone alarm.
I'm at the age where we drive through a busy intersection, and I tell you, I remember when it was just a stop sign in some empty fields.
Dude, I'm starting to remember, like in my area, since I've lived there my entire life, I'm seeing stuff go up and be like, oh, I remember when this wasn't even highway. Yeah. And like now I'm seeing them repair it. Like for the longest time, I said, oh, it's the new highway. And it's like, oh, they're doing repairs on it because it's not new anymore.
All right, we got to go. We got to move forward. We got things that we got to get to, and we got to get to them next. Like a take from Jake and Tanner's this hour. $160 is going to be up for grabs.
Radish. Gitch.
Geechi, geechi, geechi. Hi, good morning. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Megan Trainor is married to a kid from Spy Kids, and they got a baby.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know they had a baby, but yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's I can't remember his name, but...
Junie?
Yeah. Junie. Yeah, the young kid.
Oh, my God. It's him?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, and he's not pretty. And
No.
watching them walk out of an adult store together
Oh, God.
was weird. Because I was like,
That was weird.
That's a new gadget.
Well, that's another thing. I mean, if, we can not talk being old, but man, you want to feel old. You used to have to go into places like that to get things. Now you can just get it delivered online.
Yeah, I used to... Oh, I thought you were just talking about the videos.
Oh, that too.
Because we used to, my buddy Mitch had just a bunch of them. And it's like, that's where we got to watch them.
You can watch us live in the studio. We do have some nudity every once in a while.
Virtually the same.
Yeah, all you got to do is text LINK, LINK to 71090 and get access to the in-studio cameras. You get exclusive content. You get the after shows. You get the scams. So just text LINK, LINK to 71090. Are you watching Squid Games?
I haven't started it yet. Kayla wants to watch it. I heard it's fantastic.
I guess I watched like some of it. You gotta read it unless you're gonna do. I think maybe they do voiceover.
Maybe, but I don't think that people have said that's not the way you want to do it. People said that if you really want to experience that show, learn Korean.
Well, I heard it's completely different, the American version or whatever.
Yeah, it's just hard. Even the dub, like the reading, it just doesn't translate perfectly.
Is it an adult Hunger Games?
Okay, so the concept, this is what I think of the concept. People buy into this, and the last one surviving gets to get the entire pot of money.
It's an adult Hunger Games.
But it's all kids' games, like red light, green light. But if you move on a red light, they shoot you.
Yeah, why are we going nuts about this show? Is it because
it's good?
Is it low?
I guess the story is good. People seem to enjoy it. I don't know.
It's been done. I mean, a lot of...
Yeah, but this feels different. Like, it doesn't feel like Hunger Games. Hunger Games is where they're killing each other. This is like a...
corporation.
It's a corporation doing it, and it's, once again, it's like, it's weird kids' games. Like Simon Says, but then they murder you.
That actually sounds...
We should do that for JTX next year.
Yeah, I wanted to be against this, but it's filled with great ideas.
Yeah.
Well, my kids are like, hey, we're going to go over to so-and-so's house. We're going to watch Squid Games. And I go, let me look that up really quick.
I don't think they should be...
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Oh, I guess Dewey can read, right? He's 7.
Well, they do have voiceover for it, too.
Oh.
But-
Feels graphic, man.
That's what I
People
said.
getting popped in the head with real guns. Yeah. Probably not for a 7 and 11-year-old.
How I feel about it. Yeah, no, I get that.
We're gonna go watch Squid. That would have been.
Well, it's on Netflix. That's the crazy thing now. You know what I mean? Kids just have access to everything.
I guess you can put like the
parental.
Code. Yeah, the code on the big, but that becomes weird because a kid's account doesn't have. I've been on the kids account. It's lame. And there are some shows that are okay for kids to watch, like an 11-year-old, but not on the kids account. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway, watch Y on Hulu. The actors on that are phenomenal. They're very good.
I think you should watch You on Netflix.
So with Stamos?
No.
I can't get into that type of crap show.
It's really fun.
It's awful.
Because his acting is good.
It's probably bad.
It's good.
It's an awful show, and
what is the point of that show?
Well, I have no idea.
Give me
but I know Angie was watching, and I'm like, oh yeah, this looks like a stupid soap opera.
It's so good.
To me, it's like a 20-year-olds would really like this show, or stay-at-home moms.
It is so good. It is so good.
I like how I'm not into it, so it's completely stupid.
And you don't even know what it is.
I know. Sorry.
It's about that. He's insane.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's in love with a girl, and he's insane. And he captures her, and he's murdered, and it's really good.
Stamos is murdered? Don't
I
spoil.
don't know. I didn't
I'm not
watch.
gonna watch.
Let me tell you this. I didn't watch the first season.
You just went right to the second?
So I went because Kayla watched the first season, and then the second season came out. And I firmly believe you can watch the second season without watching the first
Sure.
season. But the thing is that the first season, the main character does some real terrible things. But if you don't watch the first season, you don't know about that. So you're kind of rooting for him in the second season.
I get that.
And then Kayla gets or your wife will get concerned because you're like, I think he's a good guy, and be like, I don't think you know who he is.
He's so pretty, Lo.
He's not. I don't think he's that pretty.
Stamos?
It's not Stamos. Stamos is not the lead.
Why do you keep talking Stamos, then?
I'm not.
You that whole time you were talking Stamos,
No.
right? You were not?
No, I was talking about the main character.
Stamos.
Not Stamos.
Well, I think you're wrong.
I think you're thinking of Full House.
That could be. There's a lot of murders that happen on
There
there.
are a lot of murders in Full House.
Hey, you want to do? I got like 4 good news stories.
What do you mean?
They're called filler stories. You ready?
I'd love to hear them. Wait.
Yeah. Very radio-y. Straight from the prep site.
I want you to start it over so we can do this like a radio show.
Okay, how would we do that?
I don't know. You read it like you would, and I will react like I think a regular, like a typical reactionary person would do.
By the way, that came straight from
A prep site.
It's called Delicious Audio, and you can get things like that.
Yeah.
And,
Most of the time, their audio is terrible.
Right.
That's about it.
All right. At 95.9 Kiss FM, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. You ready to do some good news?
Heck yeah, I am.
Let's go. McDonald's is giving teachers free breakfast all week.
Oh, man, I love teachers.
That'll make up for their crappy pay and their stressful job. There's an ongoing school bus driver shortage.
Oh, I used to hate my school bus driver.
Yeah, so dad in Columbus, Ohio, named Sean, took matters into his own hands and started taking kids to school in a stretch limo.
Oh, that is so cool. Good on you, Sean.
Yeah, his dad owns a limousine service, so he borrowed one. He took 25 kids to school last Monday and 42 on Tuesday.
Haha, cool. Good job, Sean.
A 19-year-old cat named Gus got dropped off at the Humane Society in North Carolina last month.
My dog's name is Gus.
Really? And they didn't think anyone would adopt him. But then a family who was looking for an older cat called because they needed a companion for their 101-year-old mother. The head of the shelter called it a match made in heaven.
What the hell was wrong with that cat? And also, screw you, family.
No.
Hey, you got a dying cat? Because I got a dying mom. And I don't want to talk to her because she's 101. So you got a cat that has a lot of issues?
Dude, my daughter, she just kind of out of nowhere a couple days ago, she's like, hey, how long do dogs live?
Oh, no.
And they go, well, how long did your old boxer Mud live? And I'm like, 11. And she's like, oh, my God, so Dozer only has 9 more years left? I'm like, no, honey, like 6. I'm like, you did math wrong. He's not 2 years old.
Wait, he's not?
No, he's like 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah, because we got our dogs like at the same time.
Yeah, but it's just crazy. Like, I don't know. Then I had to spoil.
Oh, God. That means I only got like 4 years left with Gus.
Yeah.
He ain't going to make it no 11.
Yeah.
I tell people he's 13 years old.
Look, at somebody said, oh, my God, I thought I was listening to WIXX. You probably did. I would, a guy in Kansas, then finally the last part of the good news here. A guy in Kansas just got his wallet back almost 50 years after he lost it. That's a long time.
That's a really long time, Jake.
It went missing in the early 70s, and someone just turned it in. You remember the 70s, right, Tanner? Because you're old.
Oh, yeah, I used to walk around and be, top of the morning to you, it's 1974. Ha, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
His driver's license was still inside, but unfortunately it expired in 1974.
Oh, going to the DMV sucks.
That felt all kinds of weird.
I feel dirty now,
I do
and I
too.
need a tongue bath.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come here, you.
Yeah, thank you. Ooh, scratchy. Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right.
Those are corn chips.
Oh, from yesterday?
Yeah,
Because I didn't see you eat corn chips this morning.
No, I lay in them.
Oh!
I like the feel of crumbs on my bed.
Oh, that's the worst.
If
If there's fetishes, that's the worst one.
And guess what? Somebody has it.
Yeah. Apparently it's you. I love it. All right. And to finish up the last segment here with a Jake and Tanner,
Oh,
what do you call it?
take from Jake and Tanner.
That's it. I'm out of it right now.
Oh no, listen.
I had 2 IPAs on Saturday, and it just did me in. All right, 8. Well,
Dude, IPAs are trash, aren't they?
I didn't. This one was all right, but
Yes.
it was kind of trashy, but they were really high percentage, like extremely high.
See, you said something that I think leads to alcoholism,
What?
and I didn't help you. You were like, it doesn't matter if I have 1 or 5 or 20. I'm going to be the same amount of hungover. And I said, well, then you might as well drink 20. Like, you and I obviously grew up with parents who drank because neither of us thought that was a weird statement.
No, I agreed with you. I'm like, all right. Well,
Most people would be like, man, it doesn't matter if I have 2 or 20. I'm going to be hungover. I'm just going to quit drinking altogether. And you and I are just like, go for 20 then, man.
Dude.
Go gold.
Well, the guy that I went with, I didn't know he was a big drinker at all. I even told Angie, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to bring any beer because I don't think he drinks.
Mm-hmm.
He said the day when I got there bright and early in the morning, he's walking around, he's like, oh, when did I eat chips? He's like, I must have ate chips last night because the bag was left out. He's like, I blacked out. And I'm like, wait, what? By yourself?
That's great.
Isn't that great?
The difference between my family and Kayla's family is we had drinks like coffee and stuff we had like brunch at our house. And my family brought a cooler of beer and wine and White Claw. And Kayla's family are just like drinking coffee, and my mom and her husband are like it's a party, right? Isn't that what we're doing?
Oh, but this is a 2-day, a little bit of a hangover that I've had right now. It's awful.
Yeah, after my party, I was hungover for 2 days, and I asked you, it's like, is this what you go through all the time?
This is it. And again, this is 1 or 20 beers.
So you might as well go 20.
Either that or you just got to stop drinking altogether.
Yeah, that's cool. And you know what? I did the thing because our salesperson came in, and she was like, oh, I don't drink anymore because she came in on Friday when I was drinking alone. Because, hey, guess what?
Show's
Just 'cause
gotta
you're
go
not
on.
here doesn't mean I'm not drinking in this studio.
Right.
And I was like, hey, do you want to drink with me? Daddy don't like drinking alone.
Is
And she was like, oh, I quit drinking. And I asked immediately, oh, what happened?
Yeah, I know. Did you beat your husband?
Like, what? Did you black out
Is
and
that what it
like
was?
punch a kid? Like, what did you do? And she's like, no, I just don't anymore. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's weird. Dude, it's weird. It's almost like you got to flip and justify why you're not drinking because automatically people think you have an issue.
I told her, and I was like, hey, and she shouldn't have to do this, but I told her, I was like, if you don't want that question anymore, just say you're breastfeeding. Because she just had a kid. And I was like, that's what you say. And she's like, but why can't I just not drink? And I was like, you can't. You can't just not drink.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a reason.
Wait, who?
Amber.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know. That's good for her, man. I'm jumping on her bandwagon.
Yeah, you said that a few weeks ago, and now you have a 2-day hangover.
It's not my fault. I went camping.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Just sit around a fire sober?
Once again, your buddy Andy don't want to drink alone.
Right.
My kid said that. I grabbed a beer, and she went and grabbed a juice box. She was like, Dad doesn't like drinking alone. And I was like, I'm mad. Also, thanks.
All right, we got to go. $160 up for grabs. Take from Jake and Tanner. Hi, who is this? 866-916-0959 if you want to play. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with life stage personal guidance through all your life stages to help connect the dots to your financial journey. Brand new location in Grand Chute by Menards. They're there now. They're the reason we get to put money on this. So again, $160. Oh, man.
What?
We got live reads. 2 of them. Yeah, I know. And that's not my fault. I didn't forget. They just put 2 of them in the same spot. Hi, who's this?
Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Bye, Mary.
Tanner says bye. I say hi. Tanner's leaving the room. Why he's leaving the room is because I'm about ready to ask you 5 questions, Mary. And he doesn't want to be able to hear those, or we don't want to let him be able to hear these because we're going to ask him the exact same questions when he returns. And if he wins, $180 will be tomorrow because it goes up $20 a day thanks to Prospera. If you win, you get $160 today. Remember, if you say pass, that will be your answer, okay? We don't come back to questions.
Okay.
Mary, are you ready to play?
Yep.
Good luck, Mary. $160 edition would take from Jake and Tanner. By the way, if there is a tie, lowest time will win, okay? We'll figure this all at the end when we grade these together. Your time begins in 3, 2, 1. Intermittent windshield wipers were introduced to the mass market by which large automotive company?
GM.
When Dwayne Wade briefly left the Miami Heat starting in 2016, which NBA team did he sign with?
Packers.
What is U.S.'s most popular aerobic exercise?
Aerobic exercise?
Yep.
Gymnastics.
Which chess piece was originally called the elephant?
The pawn.
What popular 1990s toy was banned from the U.S. National Security Agency's headquarters?
BB gun.
Time. Let me write your time in. Tanner! How do you feel you did, Mary?
Horrible.
Okay. It's a little different when you're on the hot seat. We're going to put you on hold. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're going to grade them here in a second.
All right.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, hi.
You ready?
Yeah.
Your time begins at 3, 2, 1. Intermittent windshield wipers were introduced to the mass market by which large automotive company?
Chrysler.
When Dwayne Wade briefly left the Miami Heat starting in 2016, which NBA team did he sign with?
Lakers.
What is U.S.'s most popular aerobic exercise?
Sex.
Which chess piece was originally called the elephant?
Rook.
What popular 1990s toy was banned from the U.S. National Security Agency headquarters?
Talk Boy.
Time.
Oh, boy.
I like how she's making fun of your answer.
Doesn't that make sense?
No, that really makes sense.
I don't know what Talk Boy is.
Oh, it's that Home Alone thing.
Yeah, it was a thing that it looked like it could perfectly fit in a place.
Do you know they made that specifically for that movie, but then everybody wanted it, so they're like, we better make a toy out of this.
Yeah. And that was in the 90s.
Yep. All right, here we go. Intermittent windshield wipers were introduced to the mass market by which large automotive company? Mary said GM. Tanner said Chrysler. Ford.
Oh!
Damn it.
When Dwayne Wade briefly left the Miami Heat starting in 2016, which NBA team did he sign with? Mary said the Packers.
Oh, and you make fun of my answers? That's a football team!
Tanner said Lakers. Chicago Bulls.
Damn it!
What
Oh,
U.S.'s
we're
most
both
popular aerobic exercise? Mary went with gymnastics. Tanner went with tickle time, which that's a great answer. It's walking.
Oh!
Which chess piece was originally called the elephant? Mary went with pawn, and Tanner went with rook. Bishop.
Damn it! Mary!
Tied at 0. What popular 1990s toy was banned from the U.S. National Security Agency headquarters? Mary was said BB gun.
Is that right?
Tanner
That's
said
not a 90s toy.
Talk Boy. Furby. Because that can record and play back.
It can?
So you were on the right track.
Oh! So 0-0 go to time?
Yeah.
Yes!
All right, Mary, you got 57-27.
Smoked that time.
50.27.
I
Wait a
smoked
minute.
that time.
57-27.
Oh, I smoked it.
Tanner, you got 50.25, so you did by 7 seconds.
Yes! I didn't smoke it, though? Man.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
All right, see ya. I love how she said Packers for an NBA team, and then she's making fun of
She's
her.
like, oh, Talk Boy. I don't even know what that is.
Hey, really quick, good news for pumpkin lovers at Dunkin'.
What is it?
Because this fall, there's a whole new spin on Dunkin'. Wait, this fall, there's a whole new
Dunkin'?
spin on pumpkin to love at Dunkin'. That's right. with some brand new ways to enjoy the flavor of the season.
Is there something cold?
Yeah, you can try the new pumpkin cream cold brew.
Does it have velvety pumpkin cream on it?
That does. Smooth, bold cold brew topped with velvety pumpkin cream.
Is there something hot, though?
Yeah, what about the pumpkin spice signature latte?
Please tell me it has some sort of caramel drizzle.
It's a rich espresso topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar.
Oh, that sounds delicious. What about eating? Can
Yeah.
I eat something?
Yeah, why not? You could get, you get things.
It's a little bit further down in the read.
Is it? Hang on. Pumpkins. No. Oh, no.
It doesn't say nothing about the munchkins or the...
And I don't.
Pumpkin
I read
muffins?
everything verbatim.
Oh, okay. We'll do the next one.
Well, the next thing has to do with the rewards.
Oh, hey, is there some sort of reward program?
Dude, they're showing their pumpkin love and reward members some extra love.
What does that mean?
Well, enjoy a medium pumpkin cream cold brew or pumpkin spice signature latte, $3.
Oh, that is a good deal.
Now, it's exclusively for reward members, so join the app and you can do that right now.
What does America run on?
Duncan?
It's flawless.
I know. Hey, let's talk Kelly Davies.
Kelly Davies?
Yeah, Holmes team, they've grown and they consist 10 full-time agents right now.
What if I have a house I want to sell?
Yeah, that's great because they got 10 of them. They're going to be looking and helping. That helps to enhance. They got premier agent status on Zillow, as well as most other major home search websites, meaning, so for you as a seller, listings get seen more than the average listing.
What about buyers?
Yeah,
What
well-
if I'm looking to buy it? Because if I'm selling a house, I don't want to be homeless. I also want to buy a house. Are those same 10 agents going to be helping me look for houses?
Actively searching? Yeah, actively searching for a buyer for your home and utilizing the industry's most cutting-edge technology to reach the maximum number of potential buyers.
Well, Kelly Davies seems like an absolute no-brainer if I'm buying or selling a house.
From Landro Realty? Heck yeah, Kelly Davies Homes Team. You can find her on Facebook.